있게 만든 날씨지.
그치.
반갑습니다, 오늘.
오늘 우리 더 궁금한.
Hello Army, welcome back to BTS on 7. Picture this. The Texas sky hangs heavy and gray over Arlington. The kind of soft, overcast light that makes every blonde strand of hair glow like it's catching fire from the inside. Somewhere inside the towering steel bones of AT&T Stadium, a lone figure walks out onto an empty stage, facing rows and rows of seats that sit silent, waiting, almost holding their breath for what's coming. That figure is Park Jimin, and today, Army, we're stepping into the quiet before the storm, the hours before BTS World Tour ARIRANG lights up Arlington on August 15th and 16th, 2026. There's something almost sacred about a sound check. No screaming crowd yet, no confetti, no pyrotechnics, just an artist, a microphone, and thousands of empty seats that will soon be filled with people who've been counting down the days. And when Jimin steps into that space, even without an audience, he doesn't hold back. He gives it everything, because for him, every rehearsal is a promise to the people who are going to fill those seats tomorrow. Let's talk about the look, because you know Army always talks about the look. In these quieter pre-show moments, Jimin has been favoring an effortlessly cool streetwear aesthetic, an oversized black hoodie, the kind that swallows his frame in the most deliberately relaxed way, paired with a weathered denim cap that reads Highland across the front. It's the kind of outfit that says he's not performing for anyone yet. He's just being himself, getting his voice ready, letting his body move the way it wants to move before the real magic begins. Fans who've caught glimpses of these pre-show moments describe him laughing, saluting the camera, waving to whoever's watching from a distance, completely at ease in his own skin. Then there's the shift, because if the hoodie era is Jimin the person, relaxed and playful, then the black turtleneck and light wash denim look that appears later is Jimin the performer stepping into character. That fitted black top, sleeves pushed up just slightly, paired with a sleek white watch and rings stacked on his fingers, it's simple, but it's the kind of simple that takes real confidence to pull off. No flashy graphics, no loud prints, just clean lines that let his presence do all the talking. Fans have zoomed into every frame of this look, tracing the watch, the rings, the way the fabric moves when he lifts the microphone, because with Jimin, the details are never accidental. And then there's the rain gear moment, the one that honestly hits different. A long black raincoat, oversized and practical, thrown over his outfit as the weather turns unpredictable mid-rehearsal. He pulls the hood up, tucks his hands close, and keeps singing anyway. There's something almost poetic about an idol who could easily step off stage the second the sky opens up, but instead just adjusts, zips up, and keeps going. It's a small moment, but it says everything about the work ethic that's carried him this far. The show has to be ready, rain or shine, empty seats or sold-out stadium. Now here's where the story gets even more layered. Fans gathered outside the stadium hours before doors even opened, forming lines that stretched impossibly long under the covered walkways, phones in hand, hoping for even a distant glimpse of soundcheck. That kind of dedication doesn't happen by accident. It's built over years, tour after tour, city after city, because Army knows that showing up early sometimes means catching a moment that never makes it to official content. A wave, a thumbs up, a few seconds of a voice warming up before the world officially hears it. What makes this particular stop on the ARIRANG tour feel especially meaningful is the location itself. Arlington isn't just another city on a map for this tour. It's a stadium that can hold tens of thousands of people, and for 2 nights in a row, it's going to be filled with a sea of purple light, all because 7 guys decided years ago that they wanted to tell stories through music that crossed oceans and languages. Every sound check, every walkthrough, every quiet rehearsal moment is really just the final stretch of preparation before that transformation happens, before empty stands become an ocean of ARMY bombs, before silence becomes thousands of voices singing every word back. Some fans online have started speculating about what Jimin might wear for the actual performance nights, comparing the rehearsal looks to past tour aesthetics, trying to piece together patterns from previous stops. Many fans believe the streetwear era we're seeing now hints at a more relaxed, personal styling direction for this leg of the tour, while others think it's purely functional, comfortable clothing meant for hours of vocal warm-ups and blocking rehearsals rather than any deliberate fashion statement. Of course, none of this is confirmed, and until the lights actually go up on show night, it's really just fun speculation, the kind ARMY loves to dive into while the countdown ticks closer. What's clear, though, is the atmosphere building around these two Arlington dates. There's a specific kind of electricity that comes with a stadium show, different from an arena, different from a smaller venue. The scale of it means more people traveling from farther away, more stories converging in one place, more strangers becoming friends in line because they're wearing the same fan merch or humming the same chorus under their breath. That energy was already visible in the crowds gathering outside, long before doors opened, long before soundcheck even wrapped. And through it all, there's Jimin, steady and focused, treating an empty stadium with the same intensity he'd bring to a full one. That's really the heart of this whole story, isn't it? It's not about the outfit, though we'll always talk about the outfit. It's not about the weather, even when it turns against him mid-rehearsal. It's about the consistency, the quiet discipline behind the performances that look effortless from the audience, but are built on hours of repetition, adjustment, and care that most people never see. So, as the countdown to these Arlington shows continues, and as more glimpses of rehearsal moments make their way around fan communities, one thing feels certain. Whatever Jimin decides to wear, whatever the Texas sky decides to do, the 2 nights ahead are shaping up to be ones that ARMY and Arlington will be talking about for a long time. The empty seats won't stay empty long, and when they fill, everything we've seen in these quiet preparation moments will finally make sense as part of something much bigger. That's the story for today, ARMY. If this brought you a little closer to the anticipation building around BTS World Tour ARIRANG, give this video a like and drop a comment telling us what you think Jimin's stage look will be for the big nights. Don't forget to subscribe to BTS on 7 and turn on notifications so you never miss the next update on Jimin and the rest of the tour. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.